That run sets up a critical third down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw. It's Morales. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Running with purpose. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crossing the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can he make it to the marker? The first down picked up and tackled at the 45.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the play.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Third down play for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Punt team ready to boot it away.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
See if he can make a play on this return. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. It reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He hands it off from the gun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Gain of 3. And a first down for the offense.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. A pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
First down for the offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, LSU 0.
Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to throw it on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Payne. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, LSU 0.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And that mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Running back, second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving at the second level of the defense now. They'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. Hunter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play. here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No chance to catch him. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
And the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage that they tackled him at the 11-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
At the 39. That's a first down for the offense.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Second down after that run on the previous play. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. Fighting off the defender. Crosses. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
Well, the defense comes up with the turnover, and Chris, you can just see them trying to rip that ball out. The running back was showing tremendous effort to break through those tackles, but he just stayed up too long and allowed the defense to rip the ball away and come up with a turnover.
He'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down.
3:25.
To throw, it's Morales. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to the 31.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Here's the throw deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. So a timeout is called, just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll run it here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the field goal is good. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the...
And the Ohio State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. The back's got it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Morales. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. He lets it go on the move, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Now it's second down here. Looking downfield, it's Morales. And this pass is caught.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
As a design quarterback keeper, they'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Now, fourth down.
The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. State offense comes back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
The offense has got to do a better job in taking care of this quarterback. Remember, their starter is already out of the game. The backup cannot afford to take too many more hits.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking to pass. It's Payne. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense cannot be stopped. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Ohio State 24, LSU 14.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down there. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The PAT puts them on 17 now.
That makes the score Ohio State 31, LSU 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Gets some space around the 30. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle.
LSU
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team.
offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at the 35. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option.
But that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
First down here for this offense. Give it to the back again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 40. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain. Down to the 25. Buckeyes offense is on the move now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Powerful running here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
He's moving out of the pocket. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Now it's third and short on the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after the completion.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
Looking downfield, it's Morales who makes the grab. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Bringing pressure. moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
Point after, up and good. Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And they play keep away here. Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
1st and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And he stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
LSU, 28.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to throw. It's Morales. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
Trying for a 4th down completion. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's that defense shifting again. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. In the clear at the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
LSU 28. Return runs out of bounds.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield, was spotted at the 42.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up his play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but no penalty into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. Third down coming up.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
This is so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They've been running it, but now the pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Quick catch on 3rd down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our team.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The offense set for a 1st down play. Quick handoff. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for room. It's Ben. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Whitaker. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Boston College right back to the line. Calls his own number. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, that defense didn't need to give this offense any more help. It's 1st and 5. Here's the give off the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the calls. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Golden Eagles line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Parker. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boston College! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
He's going for it all. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clear.
And he's running in the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Boston College wants to play fast.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Pressure's there and he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. 1st and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Looks as if he's going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. To the air. It's Whitaker. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So they've gotten it right on the doorstep. Couldn't get it in via the air last time. Here's 3rd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, Illinois, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going. They picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
On the move to his left. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Swings it out to the flat. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got a man. It's Tolzien. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
He wants to throw it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Illini!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So an 82-yard drive there. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. Quarterback keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. This quarterback part of their running game. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. A lot to go. Film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tolzien. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. trying to make magic with his feet. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your knees. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Illinois right back to the line. He wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, looking again to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Fair catch, called for and made. Just enough time for one final play of the half. These corners going to give them some space. To the ground with the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. College sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the move. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Whitaker. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Boston College right back to the line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Boston College, 28. Illinois, 17.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking down the left side. Touchdown, Illinois! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking downfield, it's Whitaker. Moving away from pressure. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. but those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He leaves it with the back. Tackle is made after the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not a...
Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got a lot of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Just going to keep it after the snap. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done now.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Boston College 35, Illinois 24.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boston College wants to play fast. They feed him again. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On the move. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. He's got enough to give Boston College the first down.
Well, you were already 2 for 2, and now you're 3 for 3. So offensively, this is just a day that ends in Y. It's another day at the office, continuing to go for it on 4th down. And guess what? Continuing to have success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Whitaker. Makes his connection. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
BC back to work after picking up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Whitaker. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient, you want to finish the deal, but you might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Dangerously close to kicking that one out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time he's got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. It came down to the final quarter.
Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Dogs will kick it away to start us off. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On the ground, it's Butler. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles Wright and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Trying to extend the play. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff running right. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
keeping it on the ground here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Important second down play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you go get a touchdown.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Yankee blue. Yankee flip, can.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Oh, and nothing, but he's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Second down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. And the Bulldogs come up to the line in a hurry-up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Offense in hurry-up mode.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. That's a design quarterback keeper. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And the defense better start adjusting, realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia 7, USC 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here comes a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Caught near the goal line. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
2nd down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now will they give it to him again to see if he can break the plane?
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Solid tackle, able to get him down. So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. It's a run to the left.
Brought down at the 27-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw, and he lofts it toward the sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will he score here? Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend when a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this. Good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Trojans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Tailback takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. In the red area, it's Butler. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw over the middle. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. And the Trojans will line up here on 1st down and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And tackled there by the defense.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
It's incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the 1st half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Defense is coming after him. It's a fly to the wideout. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Even though that was incomplete, that was a savvy play by the quarterback to escape the pocket and the pressure to avoid taking the sack there.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Georgia.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down. We're going to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the defense brings him down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pressure is coming. Contact as he let the ball go. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this deep, begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it to the right side. Breaking free at the 35. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking for a gap. It's Armstrong. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. The Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Slides down to avoid the tackle. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Heading left after the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The Dogs will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Love the aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, willing to take a chance here. You know, we've seen him do it a few times. They're now 3 for 3 on these 4th down calls.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. That's a nice wrap-up.
By the running back here.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
As a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone.
Here we go. Roll it.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense really clicking.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Here's the option play. That run moves the ball to the 16. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. And here's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. And that's a solid return after the interception.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. Send the back in motion. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 24, USC 10.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Georgia. This offense is still clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Powers through a tackle. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Gives it to the back. The Trojans look to keep this drive moving.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Wide receiver on the carry. Gain of 11. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. They're going to run it here. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And there's the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the plus 27. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Trojans looking to run some tempo here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Butler. Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they convert the point after, but still trail by 2 touchdowns, 31-17.
Georgia 31, USC 17.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
On the double.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Flex. 29 Philly. Cut it.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Carry by the running back. He's tackled at the 42-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Handoff on a single back formation. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think?